Yo! How's it going, everyone? Let's see. Let's make sure this is actually all working. I swear the chat was working earlier, but now it looks like it's not. Father time. Okay, cool. Yeah, it's showing up. Hey. Use physical Vegeta, LR Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta as leads do. Yo, face cam pog. Pretty easy with Vegeta family. Yeah, that's basically what I'm doing. So let's jump into the thing here so I can show you guys. But yeah, in fact, let's just filter by trying to find Vegetas, because I feel like that's probably going to be the easiest way. And obviously we'll start out with like the weaker ones. A wild chat appeared. Yeah, so this is the team that I made, obviously based on the team building video that I put out yesterday. So we are using a full Vegeta team, using the physical Vegeta here for the Pure Saiyan's lead. And then, yeah, everyone on the team is a Pure Saiyan, apart from Android 17, who obviously fits under his secondary leader skill, because he has the super types. Is it 100%? I'm sure it's 100%. Yeah, 100%, which, I mean, 17's just there as a support, so it doesn't really matter, but this EZA was mad easy. Yeah, exactly. I feel like you don't even really need to have the Piccolo. Shout out to Cross-Hatched Gamer over on the Twitch side. How's it going, my dude? Android 17 is best Vegeta. Yeah, exactly. Right, okay. So let us jump in. So yeah, I've avoided doing this all day because I posted the poll on my Twitter earlier. So make sure you are following me on Twitter if you're not already, because I do post most of my news and updates and stuff there. I had to work today. I literally started work like half an hour before the EZA went live. So I did tweet out basically a poll saying that I could either just do the EZA while I was at work off camera, and then when I got home record a showcase of the fully rainbowed Zamasu fully EZA'd, or I could wait and then stream later. So yeah, that's what we're doing, because it was about like 2/3 one way and then a third the other, so pretty clear winner. I just used Super In against this because I don't have anything for Vegeta cards. I mean, yeah, there's some decent Super In like choices in that thing. You summoning on the type banner, so I did 2 multis on the type banner earlier just to get me up to 600 blue coins, and I just got absolute trash. So I used 300 of those coins to buy a copy of Rildo because I didn't have him, but I did already have a single copy of Pan. And then yeah, that's basically all I'm going to do on that banner. I already saw screenshots of people pulling LR Baby in like one multi, which is basically the only reason why I summoned on that banner at all, because I want LR Super Baby. There you go. Merged and transforming Zamasu is a great combo. Yeah, exactly. The Merged Zamasu fully EZA'd makes the AGL Zamasu so good, because the AGL Zamasu has built-in damage reduction, but he doesn't have really high defense. And so of course the EZA Merged Zamasu gives him massive defense. So of course I got my fresh cup of tea, being the Englishman that I am. In fact, very appropriate for the team that we're using for this EZA, because as you can see, my mug is the many forms of the Prince of all Saiyans himself. So that. Yep, there we go. I did 300 and pulled absolutely no LRs or featured units. Oof. Ouch. Did 2 multis as well, didn't get anything I wanted or needed and bought real dough. Yeah, so literally in the same boat as me, Mystic. So, consult by super physical transformation boost, you can choose between Piccolo or Vegeta. Well, what I was thinking is, I was thinking of just using Vegeta to start with and then changing to filter it to use Piccolo's later. But then I realised that because Piccolo's leader skill is 150% for worthy rivals, but this Vegeta is 150% for Pure Saiyans, and the whole team is Pure Saiyans apart from Android 17. So realistically, we could probably just use Vegeta like all the way through. So, yo, Omnitoast, how's it going, dude? Long time no see. Jonathan, I used all my stones from the EZA. Oh, I used my stones from the EZA on the double rates banner and pulled LRK on Caulifla. Of course you did. Let's do this. I feel like this is going to be an easy clap for the first few stages. I don't feel like we're going to have to try very hard. Yo, shout out to Jake for the Twitch Prime sub over on the Twitch side. The 7-month resubscribe. Look at that. What a beast. What would you say a good amount of saved up stones is for a free-to-player for the anniversary? I mean, honestly, no number is like big enough, but I guess it depends. Like, you definitely want, so it's going to be 3+1, and then Global always gets like tickets for the anniversary, so there are going to be a lot of free multis technically available to you, and I think somebody calculated it that you can get is it like it's like 500 or 400 or something, I can't remember, but you get a lot of stones for free during the 5 year. So if you've saved up like, I don't know, 500 of your own free to play stones, you could probably end up getting like 1,000 stones worth of summons, which is pretty good. I wish they'd add SS4 Bardock. I know, right? Well, I mean, that's the thing, right? So they now that they're coming out on both versions, they're going to be adding Heroes units probably at least once a year, I would imagine. I honestly think now that it's on both versions, and it's come out on JP basically in the same month 2 years in a row, I feel like we're going to get a Heroes banner every year now. So, obviously there's a ton of Heroes characters that they can add, but Super Saiyan 4 Bardock is a character who is in Heroes, so I feel like he will get added at some point, which obviously I'll be all about that. Yo, George, how's it going, dude? Should have kept those stones for Goku, Majin, Vegeta. I mean, honestly, I'm going to do a video about it because obviously the tickets were data mined and stuff, so we know for a fact that Goku and Vegeta are coming very soon. But now that we've seen the Golden Week banners and they're both on there, honestly, I think the Goku and Vegeta Dokkan Fest is a huge skip. There's going to be tickets for Global, which is cool. And to be honest, there's probably going to be some sort of like Pilaf Trove tickets. And then, yeah, realistically, that's like all you want. I did 55 stones on the double rates banner and got 2 LR split down. So you did a multi and a single. I'm guessing you got the other one on a single. That's pretty ridiculous. They did ask us, yeah, exactly. The JP survey had a thing about, do you want not just the Heroes cards that they've already done with like unfeatured banner and all that sort of stuff. They actually said like one of the specific questions in the survey was whether or not you wanted Heroes Dokkan Fest units and like LRs and even like Dokkan events and stuff. And I'm fairly sure most people probably said yes. So yeah, the in Goku and, well, to be fair, the Goku and the Vegeta are both really good, but they're just not like, I don't know, they're not the 5-year LRs. So I feel like you can kind of skip them. Like the Super Saiyan 2 category is kind of cool, but it's not the best. And then the other world category is kind of lame. Super Namekian God Piccolo, that's all we need. But yeah, honestly, I feel like you could skip them and it's not really going to be a huge like disappointment. And then when the Golden Week banners come out with Gotenks and Boo, then you want to summon on those banners, or even then you could just buy the Goku and Vegeta with coins. So, what do you think will come out in June? So yeah, I don't know actually, there's going to be something, I don't know, I feel like there's going to be something, because last year we got the Go Bros and then Broly, so I don't know, I feel like it just being a Dokkan Fest that we already knew was coming, I feel like that's not going to be the only thing that comes. Skip the 5 year. Yeah, exactly. Why bother with the 5 year at all? Just skip that trash. Could they maybe be worth a rotation on each banner if you're a Dolphin? I mean, yeah. If you're paid to play, and you always buy like all the sales, then yeah, I would say you could definitely chuck a rotation, because it's probably going to be 3+1 and then some kind of tickets. It depends how they do the tickets, because one of the things that really annoys me, because they did it with the 4 year, was the thing where you get like you get 3 tickets per multi. So if you do one rotation of the 3+1, you only get 9 tickets, which isn't enough to do a multi. So it always makes you want to do more summons, and you end up trying to like round out the amount of tickets that you have. So yeah, save for the 6 year. Yeah, exactly. Just skip the 5 year. Just save for the 6 year. I saw people actually getting mad that we didn't get a global exclusive for Goku Day. Yo, George again. I'm sure I saw your first message. What's up? Yeah, it's one of those things though. People always do that. Like Dokkan will do something one year, and then if they don't do the exact same thing the next year, like people will always complain, even though just because they did it once, that's no indication that they're going to do it every single time. But hey, who knows? I think we could potentially get I mean, I would not want that because it's too much in like one go, in my opinion. But we could get the Goku and Vegeta dual Dokkan Fest, and then get something after that between, because there'll be a gap between when the Goku and Vegeta banners come out and then the 5 year. And obviously, some people were theorizing that what is it? The Beerus could potentially come out before the 5 year, because Kid Goku came out before the 4 year, and obviously on JP, Kid Goku was the first Dokkan Fest after the 4 year, and then on JP they dropped him early, so I thought Goku Day was the 9th of May. Could be. It's soon, it's very soon. Like it's a lot soon. When I'm sure the dates for like the data mine, like for the Goku and Vegeta thing, I'm sure it's a lot sooner than we thought it was originally. That Kakarot Goku in Dragon Ball Z Legends is cool. I wish Dokkan did that. Yeah, I mean the thing is, Dokkan already has like 50 million Gokus, so. Wait, does this Vegeta have... This Vegeta doesn't have Prepared for Battle, does he? Oh, right, they got Royal Lineage and Golden Warriors. So they got 2 1-key links. That's decent, because we've got no other Over and a Flash units on the team, so... Ningen, I'm going to sell my account. I'm dropping Dokkan for the new Senran Kagura mobile game. I literally have no idea what that is. I hope they don't bring Beerus before the Annie. I want to use whatever red cards. Yeah, exactly. Because, yeah, I want to get extra copies of Cooler. Well, that's the thing. I want extra copies of Cooler, but I also want to summon for Beerus. So if they drop Beerus before the 5 year, I'm going to have to summon for him. Because he's awesome. But, yeah, it will be very difficult. But we'll have to see. Let's do this. They could name it Kakarot Goku if they brought it to Dokkan, because that's what Legends did. Yeah, I feel like Dokkan doesn't do that enough. Like, they really should have named the Dokkan Fest Piccolo, like Piccolo brackets Kami Absorbed or something. Because, yeah, like every single Piccolo in the game has the same name. So you just can't ever, like, use them on the same team in any way, shape or form, which is really annoying. It's a terrible anime about ninja girls. Oh, right. Sounds amazing. If they drop Beerus before... Wait, what? Before Cooler? Cooler... What? Cooler's already come out. What are you talking about if they drop Beerus before Cooler? I only have 30 stones for the anniversary, even though I got LR Gumku on my first single. Damn. I summoned for Cooler, but I got a big sharp. Yeah, it took me... What was it? 950 stones to get one copy of him. It was horrible. Because he's so good. He's one of my favourite units in the game. So, like, I had to get him. But, oof. It took me way more stones than I would have liked. So, kind of hesitant to go back in for him again. Well, that's the fit 800 no cooler gang. Oof. I mean, yeah, technically I was in the 800 no cooler gang. But, I mean, that's the thing though, is I know, is I'll probably, knowing my luck, is I'll summon for Beerus, and I'll spend like 500 stones and I won't get Beerus, but I'll pull like 3 copies of Cooler. Which, of course, I would not be unhappy with, so... So I'd actually be okay with that. But, oh, that's going to drop down wrong, isn't it? Yeah, I did that wrong. Oh well. Took that many to get Bonku. Damn, see, I got quite lucky. Was it you guys... Some of you guys were there, I'm sure, when I streamed. I did... What did I do? 450? And it was literally like the last multi we got him. So that was awesome. I got shafted on the LR banner. Don't even give me that. I saw your tweet earlier. Was it you pulled like 32 LRs in like 20 multis or something ridiculous? Or like 25 multis. I can't even remember what it was now. It was like 30 multis and you got 36 LRs. This man over here pulled like a triple LR multi. And then how many double LR multis was it? Like 9? So you don't get to complain. Do you think Global will hit top grossing during the 5-year? I feel like the 5-year is probably the only time in the next, like, probably couple of months that Dokkan will hit, that Global will hit top grossing, because obviously if you, like, Global just doesn't hit top grossing anymore. Like, the Spirit Bomb Goku, was it, where was it? Was it Prague? Or somewhere, Brussels or something? I can't even remember now. Somewhere got top grossing and we got 7 stones. But, like, to me that doesn't really count. Like, top grossing is supposed to be like, you know, this big thing where we get like 50 stones, or, you know, was it during one of the anniversaries they even got, was it during the 3 or the 4 year they gave out 100 stones for top grossing? So, I don't know. But yeah, we don't really ever seem to hit top grossing anymore, which is very disappointing. You're the only Dokkan YouTuber I watch. Oh, thanks, man. Portugal, oh, okay. 8 double, oh, okay. Only 8 double LR multis. That's not too bad. It's not like I've literally only ever had 1 in the entire time that I've been playing the game or anything. Portugal, I think. Yeah, yeah, maybe. I can't even remember. It was one place. So I was like, cool. I appreciate it. No, my luck never runs dry. JP doesn't hit top grossing anymore that much. Yeah, I mean, well, they were still sort of consistently hitting it. But obviously, ever since this whole thing has started up now with the way things are going at the moment, it's kind of not surprising. And yeah, exactly, everyone's... well, it's not just all the... it's not necessarily all the whales, because obviously whales can summon whenever they want, but... that's kind of the classic, like, when it comes to YouTube and, like, giving people advice for, like, banners, it kind of is very much like a do as I say, not as I do kind of thing, because, like, obviously I will summon on every banner, even if it's just to do, like, one summon video, but, like, if you're free to play or you only spend, like, a very small amount of money, there are definitely banners that you should absolutely not summon on. Lots of other phone games are becoming really popular, people spending more on those. Yeah, exactly, like the fact that Grand Cross has, like, picked up so much now. I mean, Like, I obviously still love Dokkan, and I always will, but like, I spend most of my time playing Grand Cross now. Yo, shout out to Angel Guerrero for the subscription. Welcome to the Ningen Club. Yo, Diaz, how's it going, man? Long time no see. Legends has been curb stomping Dokkan as of late. I mean, I've seen some Legends has done some decent stuff lately, but unfortunately, I just didn't get on with the gameplay. So I honestly don't listen to Wales because I actually like summoning more than 2 times a year. Well, that's the thing, right? Is we're only giving our advice based on the value of banners. Like, if you want to summon on a banner, like, feel free. But there are banners that are definitely better than others. So if you get to the 5-year and then you only have a certain amount of stones and you don't pull either of the LRs, then you're going to wish that you didn't summon. So can't get into Grand Cross. I tried Grand Cross for a day and stopped. Wow, damn, really? But it's so good. Like, I don't know, I find it very difficult to like, if you like Dokkan, I don't see how you can't not like Grand Cross, because it's just like, it look like the graphics are better, the gameplay's better, like it's got PvP, which I know some people don't like in general. It's got co-op, which is like, it's got auto run feature, which is amazing. Like, there are so many things I wish Dokkan would like steal from Grand Cross, like the fact that you can auto things. I want that. Yeah, Jake lives that summon now, regret later life. We know all about it. Save for LR Janemba, yeah, exactly. LR Fat Janemba who transforms into Super Janemba. That'll be the global exclusive for Goku Day, for some strange reason. Tired all the time, my sleep schedule is all over. What about you? I swear your summons are weird. I tried Grand Cross the other day and I couldn't get into either. Damn, really? Yeah, see, that's the thing. I'm not really like, I like 7 Deadly Sins is okay, but I think it's like parts of it are really cringe. But just the game itself is good, so I don't care so much about the IP. Like, if they made a game that was literally just Grand Cross, but it was about either Dragon Ball, JoJo, or Bleach, I would wail hard on that game. I'm already stuck in a Dokkan vortex. The last thing I need is another gacha. I mean, that is true. Like, having started up and gotten into a second gacha game now is not ideal. But yeah, my summons were pretty good. They almost were bad. I had quite a run of bad pulls in a row, and then fortunately we managed to bring it back in that collab with Goresh and Tiger. Managed to get my first ever double LR multi. So it's pretty good. I still do singles. I've got 2 Dokkan features. Nice. I don't really ever risk doing singles, like, because I know for me, I'll do a single and I'll get something bad, so then I'll do another one, and then maybe another one, and then over the space of like 2 or 3 weeks, I suddenly realise I've done like 6 or 7 singles. And it's like, I really should have just done a multi. So the new seasons of 7 Deadly Sins is cringe, but the first seasons or 2 are awesome. Oh no, the whole thing is cringe. Like Meliodas is a perv, Barn is into lollies, Escanor's technically into lollies because Merlin's a lolly. Like, there's so much stuff about the show that is just cringe AF. But it does have some really cool stuff in it, so I kind of have to, like, for me, I just kind of ignore the cringe stuff and focus on the bits that are actually cool. Because I decided to read the manga the other day at work, because the manga has actually finished for 7 Deadly Sins, and some of the stuff in the manga is amazing, but I don't see how that game will last when they have such a small pool of characters and the show is ending. Well, but yeah, but think about Dokkan. We've got like 50 million Gokus, and Grand Cross already has like 4 different Meliodases, and I'm just talking about global, like 4 or 5 different Barns, like, and there's tons of characters that aren't in the game yet. So, and yeah, then they'll just do what Dokkan does and just keep making new versions of the same characters. If it was the same format but JoJo's, I'd play Grand Cross forever. Yeah, exactly. How is Merlin a lolly? It's from season 3. So Merlin's true form is a lolly. She's like a little girl who is thousands of years old, but she uses her magic to take on the form of a fully grown adult woman. So her actual real form is a lolly. Like seriously, low-key, I think the author of 7 Deadly Sins is a pedo. The manga ending was trash, not gonna lie. What, for 7 Deadly Sins? No. No. I did enjoy 7 Deadly Sins. The only proper cringe stuff came from Meliodas. Yeah, exactly. Like, it's one of those shows that it'd be really hard to recommend to people, especially people who are, like, not full-on weebs. Like, if you just have friends that are, like, casually into anime, I don't feel like you could really recommend 7 Deadly Sins to them. Because literally, in, like, the first couple of episodes, all it is like Meliodas sticking his face in Elizabeth's boobs or, like, up her skirt. And it's like, that's pretty cringe. Ooh, and I liked Merlin. Yeah, exactly. Barn was my favourite character until I found out he was into lollies. But then straight away they introduced Escanor, who's awesome, and then you find out Merlin is a lolly. So technically Escanor's just as bad. So I think I might be coming back to the game as a low to pay player. I don't know. Didn't you do that before already though? Facecam, let's go. Yeah, man. I don't know why I decided to use it. I randomly decided to use it for the Spirit Bomb Goku summons just because it was already plugged into the PC. Because I, obviously with the quarantine and stuff at the moment, I haven't seen my parents for a while. And they downloaded that Zoom app thing so that we could go on that with my cousins. We did like a little like pub quiz type thing just because we haven't seen each other for like a few weeks. So when I did my Spirit Bomb Goku summons, I was like, oh, my face cam's plugged in. I might as well use it. And yeah, I don't know. People seem to like the fact that I was using it. So I thought, hey, we'll use it again. So there you go. Wales say they give out so many Kais. Yeah, I have so many units that are stuck at SA1, so I have no Kais. I mean, they do give out so many Kais, though. I mean, that is actually true. Like, tons of units are farmable now. Every time they bring back one of those story events that has like a farmable currency, like the sweets or the like Ran fan things and all that stuff, like they always refresh the shop. So there's like sometimes between 4 and 6 Kais to buy every time that happens. Then every EZA gives you like 11 Kais. Like when the Heroes stuff came out, I probably, because all of the Heroes units, none of them had farmable super attacks except for Kumba. So I think I used like 80 Kais or something, and I'm back up to having like 50 or whatever. We like Facecam because you're hot. No. Well, I appreciate it. Now we know there's no homo in this chat. We're JoJo. We all love JoJo, so you know. I'm not really a weeb, I only really like Dragon Ball, and maybe that's because my introduction to Dragon Ball was Kai when I was like 8. I mean, that's the thing, right? Like, people throw around the word weeb quite a lot now, almost like a meme, but like most people, even if you are into like quite a bit of anime, like most people aren't really weebs in like the way the actual Japanese like use the term. Because obviously in Japan, like being a weeb is like a huge insult, and is like, you know, in Japan if you're a weeb, you are like the proper has a body pillow, like, and a proper waifu and all that sort of weird stuff. But we are JoJo bros. Yeah, exactly, Joe bros. I don't have a lot of Kais, I only have 200, and I'm a bigger whale than our Lord Ningen. You are, and you do have more Kais than me, that is true, I'm not gonna lie. I have 30 regular Kais, nice, because yeah, remember that both of the LRs are farmable up to 10, and then you'd obviously have to use 10 Kais on each of them, which is better than the 4-year, where Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta and Goku do not have farmable super attacks, so if you pulled both of them, you had to use 38 Kais to get them to SA20. Rob Zombie lookalike. Yo! Rado, how's it going, my dude? Welcome to the stream. You are our Joshu to us being Josuke. Joshu? Should I know who that is? New LR Joe Bros coming to Dokkan. Hey man, if Dokkan ever did a JoJo crossover, which I don't think they will, do you remember, who remembers the fact that Dokkan did a One Piece Treasure Cruise crossover like 3 years ago or something? And then apart from other Dragon Ball things like Heroes and Fighters, they've never done another crossover. Should I summon on the Super Saiyan 3 Goku banner or save for the anniversary? I have every unit on there except the 2 new ones and LR Super Saiyan 4 Goku. Oh, you absolutely skip it then. Absolutely skip. Because they're going to be on the Boo and Gotenks banners in the future, and those banners are actually really good. So, look him up. I will have to at some point. Wait, I missed this comment from Mystic. 20 likes and Ningen will do a multi on the AGL banner on stream confirmed. I don't know about that somehow. I mean, I guess technically we are getting 30 stones from the EZA, but... Oh, Joshi from Part 8, okay. Yeah, no, I don't know anything past Part 5. I know a little bit about Part 6. And I know a little bit about 7. But, like, the smallest amount. Could get baby, I know, right? That's why I would be tempted, but... I think the problem with accounts that are fully loaded, do you really need any new units? Well, yeah, exactly. Because that's the thing, like, for me, I could skip the Goku and Vegeta completely, because I already have teams that can beat every single event in the game without even trying. I mean, I've beaten every single stage of Super Battle Road with no items, because I am the Super Battle Road King. So I don't need, like, new units, technically. But he just said it so it's confirmed. No, I was just reading out your comment. You look just like him. Oh, okay. Okay, well, I'll have to look it up then. Because if there's a JoJo character that I actually apparently look like, that's actually pretty pog. Because I would like to cosplay, like, JoJo at a convention or something at some point. But, like, for me, having long hair and a beard, there's, like, no anime characters that I can cosplay as, basically. I mean, there probably are. People are going to now list off a load that I probably didn't think of. But, like, there's no cool characters that I would want to be that have beards and long hair. So, like, I literally can't cosplay as anyone from Dragon Ball because nobody has a beard who is worth being. I think literally the only one I can think of off the top of my head is the Ox King or Roshi, which, again, Roshi has, like, a weird, like, thingy beard. You kind of look like this one dude in the Bible. Hey, truth. You know what, in the extreme Super Battle Road stages like me. I mean, obviously when they come to Global, I will be right on that, but... Somebody paid off Akatsuki so that they could get a head start on that JP-only content. Ningen looks like a WWE wrestler. Which one? You could always go as that one guy from Steven Universe who you apparently look like. What? King Vegeta? But yeah, King Vegeta has like a goatee though. He doesn't have like a full-on beard. And that's the thing, I don't think I could ever shave my beard. I mean, like, I trim it sometimes, but I don't think I could ever shave it. I quite like having a beard. A couple of years ago, because I've had a beard for like, I want to say a good like 3 or 4 years at least, and like a year or two ago I shaved it off because I was getting bored of it, and I immediately regretted it. Like, have you played Skyrim? Of course I played Skyrim. I've played Skyrim on 3 different consoles, I think. 360, Xbox One, and Switch. Saying, you know, I'm certainly not saying that. Remember at work that rando came up to us and asked if we watched the show and said you look like some guy from it. I think Noel was with us as well. I actually don't remember that, but I've never seen it, so I don't know. Extreme SPR is beneath me. Best leave a like. Now, I am very much like, I'm so disappointed. Like, I think that was one of my favourite things about the 300mm was the fact that they brought out the stages on both versions at the same time. And then obviously when they announced in that, was it in V-Jump, that like this Extreme Super Battle Road thing was coming out? Like, even though there was no confirmation, like I definitely had my hopes up that it was going to come out on both versions at the same time as well. But I did like the stream. Check your Facebook messages, I sent you a picture of Joshu. I will check it in a bit. Which part of the UK are you from? Near London, like, it's about like an hour away. Although I was born in London, but I think like we moved from there to where we are now when I was literally like 1 year old, I think. So I've pretty much lived here in this same like area for pretty much my whole life. So when the 5 came to JP, I did the 77 time mission to get updated art for Blue Goku and Blue Vegeta. Wait, what? Why do I feel like Jonathan is trying to bait? It's not even true stream and someone's trying to bait him. I feel like that's what that is. I don't know. Near London, innit? Yeah, exactly. Innit, bruv. That was Nagato. I was watching Nagato's like stream the other day, and someone was like, "Do you speak London?" And he just started saying "innit, bruv" in a terrible accent. I visited London a lot when I was living in Italy. I'm gonna say Scotland was probably my favourite place in Europe. Hey, see Jake, you should tell Niall that our buddy that we work with is from Scotland originally. So. Free-to-play Shugesh is the best unit in the game. I mean, he's pretty good, but I mean, I don't know if I'd quite go that far. I don't think is he really even the best of the free-to-play Bardock units? I mean, I guess technically the LR is a free-to-play Team Bardock unit, and he's actually really good. That is actually a good point. I wonder when they're going to add the other copies and like how we get them, because I assume... Well, I mean, I say I assume, who knows, but I assume it'll be like Ginyu, where they add them to the Battlefield shop. I kind of hope they don't, because I'm still trying to get all the copies of Frieza and King Cold, and I think I still need like 2 copies of Oob as well. And obviously, being a big Bardock fan, and a fan of the Team Bardock unit in general, if they add them in there as well, that's something else I'm going to have to spend all my points on, so... I'm more Scottish than Niall, he just lived there. He's from Portsmouth. Oh, I see, it's fake. If you people are saving for the 5 year, you need to save 200 stones for that 55 unit banner. Yeah, the 55 unit, obviously I'll do a video about it when it gets closer to the 5 year, but yeah, that banner is it's going to be pretty good. Because you get a guaranteed LR as well, don't you? So, that is definitely something I will be making sure that I have stones for. So... Get the old nuke with you, give you these, and we'll do that as well. See, I haven't really been having any trouble so far, so using the full Pure Saiyans team of basically all Vegetas, apart from the MVP 17, who's just getting the secondary Super Types leader skill. Not really having any issues with this. I remember when it was first announced that Worthy Rivals was the team for this EZA, a lot of people were thinking it was going to be really hard because not many people summoned for the Piccolo. And fortunately, this Vegeta has been out for over a year. He's been on a ton of banners. Obviously, Global got the Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken Goku for Christmas that was global exclusive to start with. And he was on that banner, I'm pretty sure. Because I think, isn't that why they changed... It was either him or Blue Evolution Vegeta was supposed to be on Piccolo's banner, and then they changed it because he was literally just on the Christmas banner. But smoking a blunt in my work van, watching you stream. Hi AF. Nice. I remember when everyone called Oob garbage. Yeah, that's the thing. He is actually good in quite a lot of circumstances. I feel like his biggest problem is that he just doesn't have a really good like link partner, and because his links change quite a bit once he transforms as well, so he's kind of wonky like when you're actually building the team like to put him in. I'm from London. I was born in the Queen's Castle. I'm actually Ningen's dad. Don't tell everyone. Oh, I just remembered. Streets of Rage 4 comes out today. I'm like well excited about that. Streets of Rage 2 was like my favourite game on the Mega Drive when I was a kid, so I'm gonna be all about that. I still need to finish the Final Fantasy VII remake as well, but I've got 4 days off now, so Boo just has garbage links. Yeah, exactly. Like once he transforms, he links pretty well with like some of the Boo units, but yeah, he's just kind of in a weird place. He needs a really good like category that has like one really good link partner for him, because that's the problem as well, is when a unit has like I think can you link him up with the STR Marjube, or do they start off with the same name? I actually can't remember, but the problem is you don't want to have a unit that has like one really good link partner but that unit is terrible. He doesn't even have Shattering the Limit. Yeah, I think that's one of the things that they should change about like some of the like the World Tournament. Well, no, the World Tournament ones I think they all have it. But like Prime Battle LRs, the Super Battle Road LRs, like it's pretty much like any unit that like comes as an LR. They don't have Shattering the Limit, or which I feel like they should. Because obviously Prime Battle LRs are a good example of like not really having the best links. In Super Saiyan Vegeta is a pretty good example of that. Like he's not a bad unit, unfortunately he shares his name with this guy, so you don't really find much use for him, but I already finished Fuse Zamasu. Oh yeah, I'm sure a load of people finished it because it came out, what, like 17 hours ago or something, but unfortunately I had work. I literally started work like half an hour before the EZA came out, so I remember buying you the Mega Drive and watching you play on the telly. Sips tea. My, how the time has gone. Oh, you kill me. I need to stop playing gacha games. I play like 5, including Dokkan and Grand Cross. Even damn. I mean, if you're free to play on all of them, then I guess it's not too bad. But I find it very difficult to. Like, I could never be free to play on Dokkan. Like, when STR Marjube gets his EZA. Do they have different names? I guess they must do, but like, yeah, I could see him being one of those units that randomly gets an EZA and suddenly becomes really, really good. That would be good, actually. Sonic and Knuckles 3 is my favourite Sega. Oh, when you plug the Sonic 3 cartridge into Sonic and Knuckles. Or Sonic 2 and play through Sonic 2 as Knuckles. That was awesome. Go into the chemical zone and climbing up all the weird towers that you couldn't actually get on in the normal version of 2 because no one could actually get up there. But you can climb up there with Knuckles and there'd be stuff up there. It was awesome. The good old days when you buy a game console and it comes with a free game. Well, the first games console I ever had was the Master System. I think it was the Master System 2, the one that had the like flap that opened on the. It was like a bolt, like a slot type thing. And it came with, I think it was like Alex the Kid in Miracle World, like built in. Damn Ningen, you're going slow, I'm getting way too tired. It's only been, what, like 45 minutes? We're getting close to the end. Normally, on average, an EZA takes about an hour when streaming, because obviously when you're streaming things take a bit longer anyway, because I've got to like stop to keep reading the chat and then I get distracted and stuff. When did you start Dokkan? Well, in about... Actually, no, we don't get the login bonuses straight away, do we? I was going to say in 15 minutes when the thing resets, you'll be able to see my daily thing, but I forgot. I don't get my daily login until like 50 minutes after the midnight like reset. So I'll never have an Oob in my box. I don't like him and bother him every time I pull him. You imagine if he gets his EZA though, and then he's ridiculously good. I had that one. That game was... Yeah, see, I didn't... It was the one where all the boss fights were like rock, paper, scissors. But I was too young to understand that it was just a program and they always did the same thing every time. So if you actually just paid attention after you lost like against each boss like once or twice, you could then just win every time because you knew exactly what they were going to do. Oh, you got to the boss fights. Oh, damn, dude. Way better than me. STR Maju most likely is going to get an EZA since he's part of the units that awaken from the hero extermination plan. Yeah, that's not bad. That's a good point. Also, yes, LR starts as just Oob. Yeah, so if he gets an EZA, then and is actually good, then that would be a good combo. That's the problem, is because they split up GT, and we have the Shadow Dragon Saga, and then at the moment we don't have like a Baby Saga or Super 17 Saga, which I don't know if would they split that into its own saga, because the Super 17 Saga is what, like 6 episodes or something. Like, I feel like it would be, who could you have on the category? You'd have like a new Super Saiyan 4 Goku, Super 17, Hellfire 17, maybe a Dr. Mew unit, but he'd be terrible really. A new GT 18, like, I can't really think of any good units that would be on there, but I feel like they should kind of combine the Super 17 with the Baby, but then that would be weird, because then if they can't call it the Baby Saga, because Super 17 comes after Baby is already gone, so I don't know. Good question, boys. When did you start Dokkan? I started yesterday and I'm level 470 with 1200 units. All SR kill. Well, I know that my thing overall is, I think just a little while ago, a couple of weeks ago maybe, I went over 1,300 days. So over... Wait, was it 1,300 or 1,200? I can't remember. But over 3 years. So, yo, CT Pixel on the Twitch side, welcome to the stream. If special pose could be a category, anything can. Yeah, that is true. Yeah, they'd be adding some weird, like, categories. See, I like what they started to do with, like, for example, Beerus is another Realm of Gods leader, but he benefits mostly being on, like, a super team. And then you've got Merge Zamasu, well, not Merge Zamasu, but Transforming Zamasu can be used to make, like, an extreme Realm of Gods team. And then, like, they're kind of splitting them up, like the fact that the Zamasu, when he's EZA'd, like, benefits extreme Realm of Gods units. They need to do that more with some of the existing categories rather than just making up new ones that are awful. Like, for example, Gotenks or Buu, mainly the Gotenks, like, should have been a Majin Buu Saga category leader. Because we still don't have a good one. Like, Physical Super Vegito is not a bad unit, but he's one of those ones, if I remember rightly, he's one of those ones that has the, is it 130% to attack, and then 170% to HP and defense. But, like, we want 170% attack, and then either HP and defense, and then 130 for the other one for Majin Buu Saga. I do find it funny that if you want to make an extreme only Realm of Gods team, you have to use Champa. There is actually another unit that you can use, but they're from the Heroes banner, so obviously not a lot of people would necessarily have them, but it's the Demon Demigra unit. At least I think it's Demigra. I'll have to check. I can check it in a minute. But he's got a passive that's kind of like STR Rose, where he gives Ki and an attack boost to the rest of the team, but he's like a super rare unit, and because he wasn't featured on either of the two banners, so I think I pulled like one copy of him, so he's like super attack 1, and I haven't put any things into him. Other World Warriors, Super Saiyan 2, Special Pose, Martial Power, Okay, do a little bit. Well, the thing is, so Super Saiyan 2 makes sense because they made the Super Saiyan 3 category first, which was cool, even though it doesn't have a lot of units in it. And then Super Saiyans came out with the Namek Goku, and that one's a bit weird because obviously, like, there are so many Super Saiyans, so that's a massive category. I mean, it's not weird, it's just like a huge category with so many different options. So as soon as they released the Super Saiyan category, it was kind of obvious that we were going to get a Super Saiyan 2 category at some point. So I don't mind that. Otherworld Warriors could have been good if they had made it include more people that should really be on it. Makioka Demigra. Janemba got shafted not being on Otherworld Warriors. He is literally from Otherworld. Yeah, I mean, he was literally created in the Otherworld by energy from the Otherworld, or negative energy from the Otherworld. So yeah, he's literally born and created from the Otherworld, technically. And yeah, he's not in the category. Good times. I guess he doesn't have a T. Yeah, he doesn't have a TUR. He's a physical one. I imagine that we will probably get, the next time the Heroes banner comes, they will probably bring, as they always do, they'll bring a bunch of new units. Maybe not all of them will have Awakenings, and then they'll give some of the older units Awakenings, because I really want the Xeno, Goku and Vegeta, the base form ones, to get Awakenings. That'd be awesome. Full Extreme Realm of Gods. Yeah, it can be done. I'll show, once we've done this, I'll bring up the thing, bring up the category. Yeah, there's another World Worko falls into something machine. Yeah, exactly. There's no real reason that he shouldn't be on it. I would like exactly the Heroes units I pulled to get Awakenings, please. Yeah, exactly. I mean, I have most of them. I'm trying to think who I didn't get. I didn't get the Dark Mask King. I only got the Black Mask Saiyan. Who else? Dark Mask King. I got Mira. I got the Demigra. I have to check the Heroes category in a minute. But yeah, I know I didn't get the Dark Mask King, who's actually quite good. If the Dark Mask King and the Black Mask Saiyan get Awakenings, they could be really good. Because they're quite good already, but because they're not TURs, they're just not quite like up to snuff. But if they awaken them, they'll be good. Did someone say Janemba? Yo, Krakoa, how's it going, my dude? I can't wait for them to release new Otherworld Tournament units. That's the thing though, I don't think anyone cares about them. Like, I definitely wouldn't care about any of them. But I've got Kumba, but I don't think I've ever used him. He's so good. SS3 Broly should have been on Explosion of Anger. Every Broly is on the category except Vi Broly. And on Revenge, because DB Raging Blast 2 article mentioned how he returned for revenge against Goku. Yeah, the Revenge category is one of those weird ones, because you could, there's a lot of people that you could fit on there. AGL Zamasu, Tech Merged, LR Goku Black, TUR LR Goku Black, STR Rose Physical Goku Black, that's my team. Yeah, that's the thing, if you have a spare copy of the LR, then that's all well and good. Dank Mask King. Is physical LR Trunks good? Yeah, he's good. He's like a little bit outdated now, but he's still good. Like if you run him on a Vegeta family or like a Hybrid Saiyans team, linked up with the physical Father-Son Gallic Gun Trunks that has the EZA, that rotation is really good. Like on Hybrid Saiyan Super Power Road, that rotation is incredibly good. So if they have epic skills, animations, stats, etc., you'll be into them. Heroes is pointless as well, but the units are fun. Yeah, I know our boy Mystic over here is not a fan of Heroes or Revenge, What If characters. So with Majin Masu easy out, the next is the SS2 Majin. Yeah, because they come as part of the celebration with the new Goku and Vegeta. Cooler isn't on Revenge. Yeah, I know. Trunks deals damage but tanks poorly. I mean, so if you've got him on rotation with that physical Trunks, he raises his defense when he supers, so he's not terrible. But yeah, he's not amazing defensively. That's the thing, the original, like, generation of LRs, if you want to call it that, most of them aren't that great defensively. LR Goku Black and Zamasu are not bad once they get built up. But, yeah, like, some of the OG LRs do not have good defense at all. No. Few fixed characters categories: Physical Piccolo, Realm of Gods. So the thing is, Kami is called Kami, but he isn't a god. So I don't know, because that's the weird thing. Because isn't Shin is on the Realm of Gods category, who is Kami disguised as a human? Is that right? But then Kami himself, is Kami even on the Realm of Gods category? I might be completely forgetting. Kami was only God as he was guardian of Earth. Because that's the thing, but that's the thing is, even though he was the guardian of Earth and his name is Kami, he isn't a god. Like, he doesn't have god powers. He's just a Namekian. I always found that odd. Because, like, I mean, as much as it's not canon and, like, you know, as funny as it is, there's a lot of things about it that kind of ruin the fandom. But, like, they make that joke in Dragon Ball Z Abridged when they mention Kami, and the guy's like, he called himself God? It's like, yeah, like, 'cause he isn't a god, like, himself. Kami is on Realm of Gods category. Yeah, that's what I couldn't remember. Because technically he shouldn't be, because he isn't a god. Like, he doesn't have godly power, as we now understand it thanks to Dragon Ball Super. Because now we kind of understand that god power is actually literally like god ki, or like godly beings, which Kami isn't. But yeah, Piccolo shouldn't be. Do I play 7 Deadly Sins? Hell yeah, I play 7 Deadly Sins. I'm missing 2 dupes for STR Broly to have all of the OG LR's rainbow down. Damn. I've only got like 1 dupe in most of the OG LRs. In fact, some of them I don't even have any, like Trunks. Pretty sure. Yo, Ray, how's it going, my dude? Welcome to the stream. Dende could sense Beerus, and he was literally like Kami. Could he? He doesn't have godly power, but he does have a place in the god hierarchy. Yeah, I guess so, because he's like, yeah, because he knows about like Supreme Kai and stuff. It's always been one of those weird ones that I feel like it was never properly explained, like, in the show or whatever. Yeah, exactly. In early Dragon Ball, Namekians are portrayed as demons. Like, exactly, Demon King Piccolo. But he is actually just a Namekian, technically. I think he does because he has some connection with King Yama and the Otherworld. Maybe, yeah, exactly, Guardian. Yeah, I got Escanor 4-star. 4-star or 4-6, as in like you pulled 4 copies of him, because I pulled him and I'd saved up the resources, so I made mine like level 75 6-star straight away. Well, yeah, they're from the Demon Clan, but isn't it just called that though? Because aren't they're just Namekians? They're not actually like, they're not literally demons. I don't know. I liked it better when I was a demon. I don't even know what stage we're on. I've just been kind of auto-playing this while chatting to you guys, because it really hasn't been that difficult with this team. And I do not know what stage we're on. Alright, homie, you gotta go. I need to protect my Predator status on Apex. Damn, dude, what format do you play it on again? I need you to carry me through some ranked if you play on Xbox, because I'm not terrible at it, but I'm not great. In Battle of Gods, when Boo is attacking Beerus, Dende trembles in fear and says, I know who he is, he's a deity. Oh, well, there you go. We're literally up to the final stage, and I didn't even realise. So you know what? Let us, for this final stage, let us do this. Just because we didn't do this the entire time. Where's Goresh? Tell me Goresh set his Rainbow Piccolo as his friend for the EZA. Doesn't look like it, so I guess we'll use a 79% one. Shout out to Old Kai. PS4. Damn! I play on Xbox. Discord challenges. Oh, when you're hopping in the Discord challenges, I never look at the Discord. I know I should really, but like, that's the thing. So, oh, he's going to super attack in the first slot, you say? Well, I guess we're going to put you there then. Like way back when I first started streaming and first started making videos, like everybody asked me to make a Discord, and I'm pretty sure I said like back then when I made it that like I don't really ever use my PC apart from to make videos. So I made the Discord because people wanted me to make it, but like I never go on it. Fortunately, we got our boy Mystic Shadow over here. He's the head Discord mod. Keeps everything running smoothly. Occasionally, like I pop in and say hello, but like it's just so rare that I'm on my computer. So I should probably try and pop in a bit more often. But Mystic did send me some pictures of some of it, so there'll be a channel for it soon, to my understanding, so they'll be more visible then. Yeah, I definitely should, because I want to do, I do want to do some more videos that are like subscriber challenges and stuff. So it'd be a lot easier to go through some of those if they're in their own separate thing. But yeah, in the Discord they do a lot of the guys have organised challenges for like speed runs on like the Infinite Dragon Ball history. Like, was it the one Mystic showed me before? Was the Infinite Dragon Ball history versus androids using a Vegeta family team, and it was like a speed run type thing. And Mystic reigns over us with the form of power and tyranny. Mystic is a communistic dictator. Wait, what's going on in my Discord? Has Mystic turned my Discord into Soviet Russia? The good thing is that we will probably have one free ticket Moe on the upcoming Jewel Dokkan Fest, since we're getting missions for tickets, probably the rest of them through login. Definitely seems like I keep things under control. Yeah, that's the thing, is that's quite interesting, the fact that there's going to be tickets for like missions leading up to when the banners come out. And I feel like they're doing that because they want to entice people into summoning. Like if you get some tickets and you do a summon, you might get something like, you might get one of the featured units, but not like Goku or Vegeta. And then it might make you a little bit more tempted to summon again, maybe. I think they'll probably do a Pilaf ticket thing as well. So, but yeah, there you go. That was the first 30 stages. We smashed out all the missions, obviously, because they are incredibly easy. Hey, look at that, I'm on 100 stones. That's a nice round number. And then let us accept all of these. Wait, what missions did I even do? Oh, it's probably these. Yeah, win any Extreme Z battle a bunch of times. So, hey, we got a mouse. Just one more. Right, so let us go ahead and awaken our boy. So we want to go Extreme Tech, oh gods. And look, there's this boy sat here waiting to be fed in. I did that today, farmed up his Dokkan event medals, which I'd forgotten to do beforehand. So, and here comes the confirmed AGL type banner multi for the stream. I think you said a light goal though, which I feel like is way too low. Where even is like? Let me open up the thing in another window quickly. Fortunately, I have all these random R's from the multi that I did on the AGL banner earlier. So. Okay, so the stream has 35 likes at the moment. Now that's the thing, is who in here didn't like the stream yet? Can we get it to 50? Because if we can actually get it to 50, then I will absolutely spend 50 stones. But I don't know. I can't be. I am trying to save my stones, so I can't make the like go too low. Gumku summon. Nah, like I would probably, if we are gonna do it, I would do the, how do you stockpile all these trading items? I don't know. I just play the game a lot. Yeah, how don't you? Yeah, exactly. Because that's the thing, right? Like, even when I got to having hundreds of them, I still do the, like, turtle thing every day and all that stuff. What's his leader skill become? Oh, what, Zamasu? I think it's, like, extreme types. Is it 100% and free key? I'm not sure. Well, we're going to find out in a sec. Only 33 viewers, that's unfair. Well, no, but it's only 33 viewers now. Because people come in, like, maybe have dropped a like and then left. Oh, apparently I missed a step. That's this. I think I've said this before, but this is the one thing I hate about EZAs, is having to keep, like, dropping off to do the, to do this. I'm just going to use these. I have tons of these. I always try and keep it at, like, round numbers as well, because otherwise it will, like, trigger my OCD. Come on, guys, like for that Moe. Yeah, if you guys really want to see me... Oh, no, let's not do that. If you guys really want to see me potentially waste 50 stones, then just press auto. No, because I want to use the... bigger ones first. You coward. Press auto, you coward. Like, what will it do for this one? See, look, it does all the little ones, but if we look at my actual list of items, I have less of the smaller ones than I have of the bigger ones. So I feel like it should work in the opposite. Like, you should have more of the smaller ones and less of the bigger ones. So I always try and use the bigger ones first. I don't know. I'm not suggesting that there is any logic to that mindset, but that's how I do it. It might not make a lot of sense, but it's fine with me. Did I do it again? Yeah, see, this time his limit thing didn't go up. You have not convinced me to change my lazy ways. Zamasu. Yeah, we'll see it in a minute. Yeah, his leader skill's changed already, so it's 3 key and 100% stats. Which is not bad, but, like, if you could think about the fact that, like, the transforming Frieza that came out over a year ago, probably over a year, almost a year and a half ago at this point, has a better leader skill than that. And has been on, like, 50 million banners, so... Hit that like button, guys. You need to force a multi upon him. Well, you've still got time. I'm still faffing around trying to get this man fully EZA'd. So... Oh, looks like 142. You're getting there. It's a little bit worrying. If I'm summoning for Goku and not saving for the 5th, I've got to drag you down with me. Hey, there you go. See, that's why I don't ever use... I know this is a thing that I feel like everyone should do. I never use enough items to get me exactly to the maximum level, because then... Well, that's actually, yeah, exactly, using auto. That's why I don't use auto, because it does that for you. If you use items that get you... So, like, say I've done it here. If I use items that get me to exactly to 135, and then I get the big success, it means I technically wasted... an item, because it was going to give me bonus XP. And if you get the super success, it's like double. So you've wasted like half the items technically. So I never do that. So let's put this guy in. And then... There we There we go. Jane knows. One day Physical Cooler will get his... Yeah, oh, when the Physical Final Form Cooler gets an EZA, he'll be insane. I definitely never use auto. I want to spread out my item usage and not dump. Yeah, I mean, technically, like, I guess it makes sense to get rid of all the smaller ones because they are the worst ones, but, like, there you go. There is our boy. Level 140, super attack 15. So he now has Extreme Class, Key plus 3, HP attack and defense 130%. His super attack is immense damage to the enemy, greatly lowers defense, raises Extreme Class allies attack by 30% for 1 turn. So if he's in the first slot, he's really, really good. And then super class enemies attack and defense minus 20%. That's really good for Super Battle Road. Attack 140%, super class allies attack minus 10%, and then Realm of Gods category extreme allies defense plus 50%. So obviously that includes himself. So technically he gets 140% attack and 50% defense. So Ibitak thinks he can know items Realm of Gods with this guy. Well, I don't know. You're making the simple training system super complicated, just hit auto. No! And you can use him with all your favourite Demigras. Yeah, exactly. So, if we go to the category, so character list, I don't know why I clicked remove all. So, Realm of Gods Extreme. So yeah, this is the guy I was talking about. Oh yeah, that guy, so that, yeah, Makioka form. So he is... Greatly raises attack for 1 turn, does supreme damage, and then attack 120%, extreme class allies, key 3, all enemies attack and defense minus 20%. So the all enemies attack and defense minus 20% is pretty good. I have maybe never seen that guy ever. Yeah, exactly. He doesn't have a TUR yet. He doesn't have an awakening. And yeah, because I've never used him, I've, like, as you can see, he's like super attack 1. Has no orbs put into him because, like, look at his links. Like, Fear and Faith is good, Godly Power is not bad, Revival is okay, yeah, Brainiacs is okay, those are not so great. But then, yeah, of course you got Champa, you got the OG Demigra, who I can't believe I rainbowed, still doesn't have a TUR. So that's pretty unfortunate for him. Can't wait for this bad boy to get his EZA. Me either, to be honest. Yeah, he was on Heroes. He should have the logo on his thing. Yeah, he was on the... Well, technically he was on both banners, but he was never featured. So you could only get him in that really small, like, unfeatured chance. But yeah, AGL Rose is going to be a beast when he gets his EZA. I've got a spare copy of him. I've pulled 3 spare copies of him. So I only need to get him up to 2 super attack levels to get this guy up to 15. But yeah, this was the team that we showcased the Zamasu on the other day. He's going to be very, very good. Well, there's 47 people in the stream now, so... But the likes have stayed at 42, so... See, with 47 people in the stream, I don't think 50 likes is that big of a like goal if you guys want me to spend 50 stones. That's 1 like for 1 stone, so... Yo, SSR Diego on the Twitch side says, "Sup, sorry for being late." I don't know if I am probably quite late in reading that comment, but... Thumbs up for AGL Rose EZA. So that's the thing, right, as well, is do you think the is Rose's EZA going to be global first as well? I wish I didn't have common sense and summoned on the Dragon Ball Heroes banner. Those units are so freaking cool. Yeah, man, like, let's go character list. 42 is the answer to life. I mean, technically. Because, yeah, I think, apart from the Dark Mask King, I think I have every Dragon Ball Heroes unit. I'm trying to think of who there could be. that I don't have. I mean, the fact that I ended up rainbowing like the two new fusions as well, and the Xeno Super Saiyan 3s, like I got some very good luck on the last Heroes banner, definitely. But yeah, this guy, I feel like when he gets an awakening, he could be pretty good because he does immense damage already, and he lowers attack and defense. And then his passive is attack and defense 90%, which is not bad. Oh, okay, yeah. So basically, as long as you get him 10 ki, he has attack and defense 120%, and gives himself 2 ki. So as long as you get to 10 ki, he will always, yeah, it's pretty crazy. Oh, Baby Janemba, that's it. Baby Janemba is the one that I don't have, and I think that's it. We're up to 45 now. Oh yeah, oh no, that's it. No, Global does have that. There's the Tech Team Gotenks. I don't have him either. Damn it! Now I'm actually remembering like all of the ones that I don't have. So there are actually quite a few that I don't have. So you got the Tech Gotenks, Baby Janemba. But yeah, this combo is really, really good. This guy though, this guy is absolutely ridiculous. This guy is like Dokkan Fest exclusive TUR level good. Like, he is actually ridiculous. Like, he's probably like the best unit on the Super Saiyan 3 category. Trunks will fuse with anybody. That is true, actually. I do like the design of this guy though, the Trunks and Vegeta fusion. I think it's pretty cool. Like when he gets an awakening, he'll be good because he infinitely stacks defense. So yeah, he'll be really good when he gets an awakening. Same with these two. These three new, like the fusions, when they get TURs, they will be so good. If he does a multi, I have an excuse to do a single. Well, somebody disliked it, so I feel like that almost should count as -1. But wait, what other mission have I done now? Oh right, yeah, it's after 1 o'clock, isn't it? So all the daily missions have reset. The Jex has a lot of words for an unawakened unit. Yeah, I know, right? So let's look at his passive. Attack and defense 70% when performing a super attack. Chance of performing a crit plus 7% with each super attack performed up to 35%. Launches an additional super attack when the target enemy is in attack down or defense down, which is like really common because obviously there are a lot of good units that have attack down, but defense down is actually a really common super attack effect. So it's really easy to get his thing. Oh god, everyone's saying we're done. Is it actually done? Did we actually hit 50 likes? Bro, I have the Vegeta Xeno Rainbow. Yeah, see, I got quite lucky. I got 2 copies of him and the Goku. And they are both, like, really good supports. I really love... Xeno Goku is actually my favourite design of Goku. Like, obviously, the orange and blue, like, is the classic look. But, like, seriously, like, Xeno Goku is my favourite design for Goku. He looks so cool. As much as I want a summonable generic AGL LR, I'm not going to summon on the AGL banner. So, well, that's the thing. So, for me, my most wanted LR that I don't have is Baby. So, yeah, there's my LRs. As you can see, I have quite a lot of them that don't have dupes, or only have 1 dupe. Ooh. And then we got a few that have 2. Trunks and Goten stuck there on 90%. And then for summonable LRs, we got Majin Vegeta, we got Super Saiyan 3 Goku, we got LR Vegito, and then Oh yeah, and then of course this bad boy. This is probably one of my favourite like things to have gotten recently. Like the Gobros are probably one of my favourite units in the game. So that is very cool. But yes, we did get to 50 likes, so unfortunately you guys managed to do it. So I guess I will have to, I've been bullied into doing a multi, so right, so pray for me. Long man hair. Yeah, that is very true. Send me your luck in the chat. 1,200 day login bonus, 10 stones. Woof. Breaking the bank. So send me some energy in the chat. I'm going to hit the record button on my thing just in case. So keep it clean in the chat, because otherwise if we pull something really good and I want to upload it, I'll have to edit the chat out. So but yeah, let's right. Okay, so we hit the like goal on the stream, so I have been bullied by the chat into doing a multi on the AGL type banner. So we are going to jump in. I do need to, I say need, I really want a copy of LR Baby. He's the LR that I don't have that I want the most. So hopefully we're going to pull him. Someone said come on AGL Broly. Unfortunately for me, I have the TUR and SSR of AGL Broly, both rainbow. So hopefully we don't get any. I wasn't planning to do any more summons on this banner, so I actually bought a copy of Rildo. So I kind of hope if I pull a Rildo now, I'm actually low-key going to be disappointed. But okay, so we're getting some luck in the chat. Is it going to come through? Why do I do these things? Okay, let's do this. Come on, baby. I've got my Vegeta mug here. Give me baby Vegeta. Well, we got the epic combo of Goten and Chaozu. Okay, so what is it going to be? If you get LR Baby, I'll say you're welcome. Well, we went Super Saiyan at least. 3... No, okay, so just Super Saiyan 2. But on the double rates banner, I literally got both of my LR pulls off of trash animations. So it doesn't necessarily mean that we're not getting anything. Literally, just as I was about to say, it doesn't necessarily mean we're not getting anything good. There's that Broly that we don't need. Just think, that could have been an unfeatured SSR. But that's the problem, the type banners, rather than being a 5% split, it's if you pull an SSR, it's 7% likely to be featured, 3% unfeatured. So, unfortunately, Broly is a featured unit. Oh god, and then we get this awful art Super Saiyan 2 Goku. Yikes. Well, there you go. So, technically the Broly would be a good pull, but as I said, if we go to Extreme AGL Pure Saiyans, I guess we go movie bosses. Wait, is the AGL one's on movie bosses. Yeah, so yeah, don't need that guy. So that is actually the first copy of him that I am actually going to barber, because we don't need him. I'm even hanging on to these 2 copies of Turles randomly for some reason. But there you go. Well, I don't need to keep recording because I'm not going to upload that. So yeah. At least you got AGL Nail. Well, there you go. You guys bullied me into wasting 50 stones, but I appreciate it nonetheless. Yikes. Yeah, exactly. Do the LR summon. Nah, I'm good. I wasn't planning to do any more summons. Before we started the stream, I had, what, like 66 stones? So technically, I'm only slightly behind where I started from. So it's not the worst thing in the world, I guess. I got 10 more coins and another kite. So yeah, technically, so overall I've done 150 stones on that AGL banner and pulled nothing really worth talking about. So But yeah, so that is going to be it for the stream, guys. It is 1:30 in the morning for me. I have been up since like 5:30 because I had work. So I've been up for like, what, 20 hours at this point. So I'm going to go to sleep, and then when I wake up tomorrow, I will be recording a showcase for our boy, the EZA Zamasu. Very, very good unit. His EZA, I think it came to global a little bit ahead of schedule, which is actually pretty cool. But yeah, our man's over here is a beast. So expect that video tomorrow. Shout out to everybody who came out. You guys know I always appreciate all of you. Even if you do bully me into wasting my stones, I still appreciate you. So the link for the Discord, I believe, should be in the description, so feel free to join. Make sure to drop a like if you haven't already, just because it does help out YouTube, you know, recommend the stream. In fact, let's have a quick look here, because we did get at least one sub. But if your subs are set to private, it doesn't flash up during the stream. Ah, look at that. So I am currently at 4,499 subs. So if we get one more subscriber, I will be at 4,500. And obviously my goal is to get to 5,000 by the 5 year. If you follow me on Twitter, and if you don't, you should, at the Master Ningen. You can see in my name I have the hashtag 5k by 5 year. Really want to try and get to 5k for when the 5 year drops, and we are very much on our way, almost at 4,500, so very cool. But yeah, thanks to all of you guys for coming out. I hope you enjoyed the stream. I'm going to try, I haven't streamed for a while, so I'm going to try and stream again fairly soon. I might do a Battlefield stream, so I need to do the weekly reset to get those points, so I might do that over the next couple of days, because I have the days off. So there we go. So anyway, yeah, that is going to be it for the stream, guys. Thanks for coming out. I will see you all again soon. Have a good one.